Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Thank you for joining me once again for one of these diary entries. This time here, looking back into a little bit of Pokemon TCG Pocket. And there's a new pack that had come out called the Deluxe Pack EX that you can see here. And it's a bit different than the other ones. So this audio is actually recorded after I did this the openings of the packs here, and I kind of wanted to just talk about kind of how things are going with it as I kind of had this in the background, and then later on to be having some of the hits that I had gotten in later. But the pack here, it is kind of more of a culmination of the year's worth of packs that have come out for the online game. So there really isn't any new cards in it. I actually think that there are 0 new cards in it whatsoever, if I remember correctly. They have a gold rarity that is of a previous card. They have full art trainers of ones that didn't have them previously, like Professor Oak. They have immersive arts that are that's based off of the Pikachu EX that already existed there. So everything is already in it there. So you really didn't have to open this pack to get anything really other than those, as well as they have the they call them parallel foils in this, but I believe that in the regular Pokemon it's called a reverse holo. So really it didn't really add anything into this here. It just had some extras. So like here with this Slurpuff, it's a new full art card for it there, an illustrated rare, I think that they're called. So it's just like, it's nice to get that. I like my Sweets Relay deck, and that was a way for me to get it. And you'd also get an EX in each one, which I think is really good for new people that are playing, specifically because anybody that was new that was coming on would be able to open it up and be like, yes, I can get some EX cards, I can get cards throughout the entirety of the game's history so far to be able to do it. Now it is a card short for the normal packs there, which is kind of a bit strange because of that there. I don't think that they necessarily needed to have done that to make it a successful set. I think that it would have been nice if they had kept it at 5 cards like they had with everything else, but I mean, we can't really do anything off of that now. Now it's limited time, but they have said that it's going to be coming back. I don't know if that means that they're going to have a deluxe pack EX2 at like a second anniversary, if this is still going on and people are appreciating it. Here we are. This is an example here of some of the new full art cards that they have. It's Mewtwo EX from Apex Legends, but it's just a repeat of the cards. Don't get me wrong, they look very nice. They look kind of like pins that you would have, but they don't really, there's nothing new in this. And there's new shiny Pokemon as well, this Darkrai EX as well as a Giratina EX. And it's just along the lines of, yes, there are some good hits with some dopamine, but like I said, there's nothing new in it. And I think that's where it kind of feels weird, because since it's designed so much to try to encourage the new players to get it, but then it's only available for a limited amount of time, creating some FOMO, it just creates this weird space of, wanting to get the new players in, but then once this is gone, they don't have this really good set to be able to do it, unless, of course, they bring this back at a later date. Maybe in a few months, they're just like, okay, yep, it's going to just remain a full-on pack just for as long as it needs to. you know, it very well could be exactly what they do. But as someone that has been playing since the Genetic Apex came out, I didn't play it like the day it came out. I think I got into it maybe closer to like a month in or something like that. Can't quite remember. But it's just along those lines of, okay, you know, like, what can we do with this? I can't, you know, the best that I can do, it's like you get, well, it's new card slots that you get because it's fitting into the binder there of, oh, you have it from the Deluxe pack, but you also have it from Genetic Apex, if those were cards there. But they can be used as Stardust to give them those, and I always forget what they are in videos when I'm recording them here. Not foils, not surges, flares. Flares, I think that's what it's called. So you can exchange cards that you have already gotten in previous sets. If you get the card in the Deluxe pack, you can trade it for the flares of that card there. Can't do that if you get the parallel foil, reverse holo, whatever you want to call it there. It counts as a completely separate card in that case, so you can't put the flare on that one if you have the other cards there. And like I said, it adds some really nifty artwork there to some of the pre-existing cards, as you have seen cycling through in the background here as I'm talking, and it's really nice. But I don't know, I'm looking forward to the new instead of this rehashment of what's already there. And I don't know, this is the pack that I'm the least excited about, that I had the least amount of excitement for, even though they had some new artworks that I thought were really great. It just felt kind of like a letdown for it, which might be a completely different opinion there. I think that this is great for new players, just not for me. I'm looking forward to what the next thing is going to be, how it's going to be implemented, and how, you know, exciting it's going to be. But I'm just going to wrap it up here. It's going to be a really short one for this because I'm not going to open up. I'm not going to show everything that I opened up. I'm just only going to show you these hits, and also just to say that there were a couple that I didn't show. I think that I got like 2 or 3 extra full art cards that I didn't end up taking a picture of, and like there was another shiny Giratina that I forgot to take a picture of as well. But you know, there were plenty of hits, but it was distributed over plenty of packs, and the hit rates didn't really feel all that good, especially because there was only 4 cards in each pack. Each one had an EX guaranteed, so it kind of also lost the magic of being like, oh man, I got an EX, and it was more along the lines of, man, I really hope I get that parallel foil that I haven't gotten yet because it's considered new, or, you know, waiting for the hits, the 2-star and higher hits that just weren't all that common, at least for me this time. But we all have our shots with luck and whatnot there, and this just might not have been the one for me. So, yep, that's just how it's going to be. I hope that you have a lot of luck with whatever it is you are up to. I'll hope that you come on back for another one, but until then, please take care of yourself. I'll see you later.